Hail to thee, my kindred. I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever and whenever you are. I got nothing to do today. Today we're just gonna chill. We're gonna relax. We're gonna vibe. Exist in this space. Do what people do. Socialize. Communicate. Other things that have to do with socialization, which I know very little about. I'm trying to put on my blanket again because I had to take off my hoodie once more since it was a little bit too warm because I'm drinking obviously some tea, and obviously it's been warmer and warmer. Not excessively so, but around 40 degrees I'd say. So drinking something warm while it's at that temperature warms my body up a little too much for a hoodie. And that's why it took me a little bit more time. I was to get on stream, not that, like I started the stream at the right time, but I meant to actually be on it, talking, doing things. I was making decisions. Finished eating some rice and pork chop with not lettuce, I don't know what to call it. Cabbage. With cabbage and half of the last of the avocado, because god dang, those things, once they start going, you need to eat them all like day after day. Otherwise, you risk having them just rot within a 3-day period. That's only after they've, what's the term in English? I don't know the term in English. I think it's just mature enough, right? Once they've quote unquote matured enough to like be kind of squishy. Firm but squishy. A little bit. Teeny tiny bit of squish to it. Ever so slightly squish. I did a couple of things today. I rewatched Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which, great show, worthwhile to watch again. It hit me just as hard as it always does. I I don't know why I did that to myself. I probably shouldn't have. I probably shouldn't have done that to myself, but I did, and now I'm just kind of sad. Just kind of ever so slightly saddened by the show's, existence and the way it ends and all that good stuff. You do realize how, like, in the beginning, people really were hyping it up, and you can, now that a lot of time has passed, sort of see some of the flaws in at least the for a 10 episode thing. Yeah, they really had to squeeze a lot of the characterization into 10 episodes, which just sometimes, now that I think about it, comes off a little lacking in some areas. They really should have given it the 12 episode treatment, but oh well. It's still a great fucking show. Great fucking show. just makes me hella depressed. Hella depressed to think about that show. And the song, the song that they play, I don't remember the name of it, but the one, if you've watched the show. That one. And I also was rewatching a little bit of Avatar: The Last Airbender, which, is a completely different kind of show than Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I understand. I did watch it in the morning. I was in the morning. Yeah, in the morning. So, I only watched roughly up to episode either 6 or 7. I cannot remember if it was 6 or 7. The one where, because it's still season 1. I'm still at season 1. It's the part where, and let me see if I remember correctly. He goes to the Earth Kingdom, and he meets up. He doesn't know that the king is his buddy from back in the day, 100 years ago. Which, now that I think about it, how did that boy live 100 years? Because he was already in theory like 8 years old when Aang like went into the ice. Well, no, 12, right? Because that's roughly like 10 or 12, some shit like that. I don't think they ever actually tell us the actual age, except from that one scene where Commander Zhao is like, "Oh, you've been defeated by a 12-year-old boy," to when he's like shit talking Zuko, correct? And I think that's about that point where he drops a 12-year-old line. So assuming that's correct, that boy that is now the king of the Earth Kingdom used to be 12 and now is 112. That's kind of wild. Earth Kingdom people, maybe they just live. Maybe it's that, Earth Kingdom physique. They built different. I don't know. But yeah, I think, no. The episode after that is when they are... it's at a village where a previous avatar was born like 400 years prior to the show's beginning. The one with the fans, the lady. I forget her. I forget all of their names. All of the previous avatars' names. There's too many avatars to remember. Too damn many. Too many. I don't know how people actually, unironically. Well, I mean, I guess I know how, right? If you care enough, you're gonna know. I, on the other hand, do not care enough to know every single name of every single avatar that's come before Aang. But I watched that up until that episode, which is I think the 7th episode of season 1. I forgot how much fun it was to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. Can't wait to keep going on that. And then I decided to, for whatever reason, later in the morning start watching Edge Runners again. After a little bit of Attack on Titan, I've been rewatching some stuff. I don't know. Gotta hit myself in the feels again for no discernible reason. There's also the Invincible show, which I've been sort of kind of watching here and there. Honestly, I've been seeing the show mostly through just clips. If I'm being 100% honest, it's been mostly through clips. Clips of the show just being dropped here and there, wherever clips can be dropped. Which I think is kind of funny, but at the same time, it's a very unorganized way to watch a show. Not hard to put the pieces together, though. Eventually, you figure it out. And I can't wait for the new episode to drop. I don't remember when they drop their episodes. I don't know if it's like every weekend or every week, one of the weekdays. I don't remember. But yeah, Conquest. Because I know about the comic. I watched a bunch of videos on the comic series back when the first season first dropped. So I already know. I already know what's gonna happen. But I ain't gonna spoil nothing for any VOD watchers, I guess. Oh man, I'm just gonna say the show will get fucking crazier as it just runs. It's like the power scaling. It is true what they say about that comic/now show is that the power scaling in this show is gonna be a fucking nightmare for people to wrap their heads around a little, because it's not very straightforward. I mean, it kind of is with a couple of characters, but oh man. Just you wait. I cannot fucking wait for the rest of this season, or if it's nearing the end. I don't know how many, like I said, because I'm watching it mainly via clips, I don't know how many episodes there are per season. But there's gonna be at least 2 more, probably. That's my estimation, 2 more at least, because they got a lot of shit to cover. And they also have one character they surprisingly haven't really touched on, which, surprising in quote unquote surprising, right? Because I know when you translate a comic into a TV show, well, you're gonna have to drop some things. But you saw the character one time when he was fighting the evil variants, and that was a tech jacket. He's the guy that was shooting lasers at the, I think it was like the Viltrumite mark. He's kind of a bigger, he's still a side character, but he's a bigger deal in the comics because he sort of kind of replaces Rex's role as Invincible's buddy. So it's a little weird to me that he has not been focused on. He may be down the line. I don't know. Anything could happen, you know. Anything could happen. It's just slightly. It makes me wonder how they're gonna introduce him. If they're gonna do kind of like a single episode sort of introduction slash revamp. That's, well, it's not really a revamp because it would be an introduction. But you know, like have him show up one episode and they're gonna do all they can in that one episode to kind of show him off. You know, like put all the lore in one episode. Just whoosh, smacks them together. I feel like that's probably the way they're gonna do it. My nose. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking. No, apparently, let's see. I don't know how true this is, but I'm gonna watch this random video and regurgitate whatever they say because it's like 2 minutes long, and it has to do with McDonald's Japan, and I think they're probably no longer gonna be showing their advertisements on Twitter because Twitter people. Oh yeah. Okay, so apparently, yeah, McDonald's Japan is region locking their anime ads because of basically just weirdos online being weirdos. That is quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. Sag. We can't have nice things. We really can't have nice things in this world. And Twitter really is just fucking hate the people there sometimes. Quite ravenous little beasts they are. Can't I kind of forget about that whole debacle back in the day. Just people, I say back in the day as if it wasn't just a couple of years ago. I don't know if any of you remember it. I certainly remember it. I certainly remember the amounts of people that seemingly that were seemingly triggered, for lack of a better word, over a happy a anime animation of a happy family, a father, a mother, and their daughter. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people, man? I don't know. I wish I understood the mind of these individuals of lesser consciousness, but it appears as though that may never be the case. They may never learn the lesson of why do you care so much. The long lost wisdom of if you don't like it, ignore it on the internet also has been lost. And I am a shrimp. Oh my god, it's that song. So I'm scrolling through YouTube as I do at times. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Watamote. Watamote is certainly a show. And the the first ending song, pretty catchy. I got no idea what the lyrics say. I should probably search that up, but it is a catchy ass song. At least to my mind. Oh, and I forgot that I remember that when was it? Yesterday or the day before? I think it was yesterday. Scratch was streaming, but he wasn't streaming on Twitch. He was streaming on YouTube, and I was so confused over that. I was very confused because I was like, "Hey, wasn't he supposed to stream today?" You know, just waiting for that to happen. Then I went to his Discord to like check, right? And it turns out he streamed that stream at least on YouTube, which is a smart idea considering most of his audience would be there, right? Most of the people that have subbed or have at least watched his one video that got like 500,000, I think, in views. How many actually did he get? Let me check on that. I could check actually on my phone. That'll make my life a lot easier. Cause I think it was like 600,000 something insane. And obviously I don't know how much watch time he got for it, because views and watch time are two different things. And if you have high views below watch time, that does affect your VODs. Let me check that one video though. Yeah, 664K. Wild amount of views for the first of that kind of video. And then the rest have like hung around 3K, which is not bad at all. And then he's got 261 views on his stream. Bro is eating. Did I like his videos? I forgot if I did or not. I gotta go do that if I didn't. I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, my organs. They're making sounds. I was sounding like a cicada earlier today. And what I mean by that is that I was just making sounds. I was just trying to like make that cicada noise, which is more so just a buzzing of some proportion and some high pitchedness. I don't know if you have ever been in a place where there are many cicadas. I certainly have, and I can tell you this: they're fucking loud. They are fucking loud, especially when numerous, and they do not stop. They do not stop. The fuckers also live for a long time. A very long time. I don't know how long, but a long time. How long does it get? Let me look that up, actually. I have the internet. How long? That's not how you spell long. Do cicadas live? Because I heard they okay, cicadas can live anywhere from 2 to 17 years depending on the species. Periodical cicadas, for example, typically have life cycles of either 13 or 17 years, while annual cicadas usually live about 2 to 5 years, which is a while. It is a while, I'd say. A good while. Be my bad boy, be my bad. Sorry. Very different song is popped into my mind. I thought about. I've been thinking about what was I thinking about? Taking TikTok off of my phone. I don't know why. I mean, one is a space issue. I have a shit phone, and my shit phone needs space. But I think besides that, I just don't want it there anymore. I just don't want it. Not anymore. Not anymore. I do remember earlier today when I was performing my morning duties, I saw a... Is it a rabbit or a hare when you, like the wild ones, the ones that are outside, brown coat and all that stuff? I believe it is a hare. But hares, I think, are also just different looking than... Well, I mean, I guess it is a different looking rabbit than the normal ones you'd see. But I saw one of them, and I got pretty close to one. Literally, because it just either did not notice me or didn't care until I got about 3 feet away. I was like 3 feet away. 3 feet away, getting closer. Not on purpose, because I didn't notice it until I was around 5 feet away. Because it was dark. Daylight savings or whatever happened recently has me going outside in the dark again. And the buddy, looked at me for like a good 2 seconds while I was 3 feet away from it, and then it skedaddled. And it was a shonker. It was a bit of a big guy. I think he just, most of that is probably fur and not actual, fat on the poor fella. I'm certain that the little guy probably just awoken from his hibernation, assuming they hibernate. I'm pretty sure. Do they hibernate? I think they do, right? Rabbits hibernate? I'm certain they do. I am certain. But yeah. So one of those guys. Usually the ones I see are smaller, like way smaller. This one, like I said, seemed like an older one. So hopefully, spring coming around and all that good stuff, we will see the babies hopping around. Because you sometimes see them. They're either... Actually, I don't know the cycles that rabbits run by. I don't know if they are grown by the spring or if they mate during spring and then they show up near fall/winter. I don't know. Because I know I sometimes see like the little ones during the fall. So, I don't know how this shit works, man. I don't know how baby rabbits work. When do they come out? When? When do they respawn? Every season. No. I like them though. The little guys, little scrunchy fellas, little. I remember there was a video on YouTube that had a lot of views, an insane amount of views, right? And he's like, it's just literally the thumbnail is a man holding a probably newborn rabbit in his hand, in his palm, I should say. Very small creature. Precious creatures. I don't remember what I was gonna do for the rest of this week. Let me look at my schedule. I know that I have another day where we just have a just chatting stream. I did do my rounds of Duolingo today, rather quick. And I'm on to the next section of the lessons. So there is that to look forward to. Tomorrow I also will be doing... Okay, apparently I'm playing Nocturne tomorrow. Cool. I did not, for some reason, set up any of these days with Hilux for some reason. So I guess we'll be doing that next week. We could do that Friday, because on Friday I also put it as just a show stream. But I could decide to play Hilux again on Friday. But yeah, tomorrow is Nocturne plus the whatever video I decide to watch. That's, gonna be my German practice for the day. I already did Duolingo today. I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow in the morning as well. And then we have Nocturne again on Saturday, and then Sunday chess, apparently. Chess! Haven't practiced this week. I think I did a little bit, like 1 or 2 games against the damn dog, Martin's dog. That motherfucker tough. There's no other way to put it. That dog is a strong dog. I'm kinda I just yawning for my usual reasons, aka no reason. Dude, I want more cabbage. Is there something wrong with me and wanting cabbage? I just want more. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That game, Mecha Break. I don't know if that's the right game I'm thinking about. It's how do I say? It's there's a new game, or it has been new for a couple of months now, where you get to play as basically a mech pilot, and you go and zoom around and you fight other mechs and whatnot, and it's super customizable. Apparently, I don't know if it's like gacha like to some extent. I know it's PvP. So there is that element to things. Outside of that, I basically know nothing. I know nothing. And I don't think it's a game I could even play, even if I wanted to. I don't think I'd gain much viewage from it anyways. Ow. Hit my share against something. In the back of it too. Just kinda abruptly stopped me from spinning. What's that game called again? I just looked at it. I just looked at it and I already forgot. The poor man's Armored Core. Let's see. Mecha Break. Let me take a gander at that on, I assume, Steam, because that's where all the games are. All the games. Not all of them, but most of them. Here it is, Mecha Break. I don't want to hear the trailer playing. It's a demo. It's a demo, and it's how many people got it? Is that a number that they let you know? It came out in 2015, obviously. When was it, though? Oh, no, the planned release date. Oh, At some point in this year, I guess they're planning to release it. You can do 3v3 deathmatch, 6v6 hero shooter, or PvE. And I'm looking at the... Yeah. Okay, I could play with the minimum requirements. Maybe even... Well, actually, no, not recommended. So I'd have to turn down all the fucking things. So there's no way I could play this game and stream it. Not that I was planning to, but just mentioning that. How much is that one game people play a lot of? It's a farm sim type of thing. Not like a literal farm sim. It was right there. There it is. Fields of Mistria. Fields of Mistria. $13.99. $13.99. People really like that game. They really do. I've thought about it, but it's just not my kind of game. Not my cup of tea. I like watching others play it. Like, I don't mind putting somebody streaming in the background and watching them play it, or I guess if it's in the background, I'm not really watching them. But you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to communicate. I need to not put my leg up like that, because that's just gonna fuck him up. It's gonna fuck up my leg. The circulation, the blood. It will not go to the places it is supposed to. Meow. I'm thinking. I'm thinking about something and I don't think I have it just yet. There's a couple of demos that look interesting on Steam. Esoteric EBB looks a little interesting. Man, I'm looking at like Fallout games now. Fallout 3. I remember I have it for Xbox because I traded my New Vegas disc for Fallout 3 and I never finished the game. Like I barely started it and I never finished it. And now my Xbox doesn't work. Well, it hasn't worked for ages, but I mean, we do have another one in the living room, but that one's not the one I use. That one's not mine. I could play it there, though. That'd be fun. I should probably do it. Because I think I don't remember... Man, it was years ago that I last played this fucking game. I'm trying to remember. Give me a second. I think I stopped when I got to some underground place where there were people that were vampiric or something. I don't remember. And then I stopped playing. And that's it. I know there's like a wild DLC. I know there's a DLC where you go onto an alien spaceship, which is still very odd to me. And I don't know how that plays into the lore. I think it's just part of the lore that aliens are a thing in Fallout. They just are. No real reason. They just are there. Oh yeah, Stone Shards. That's the game Flop is playing. It's a strategy, RPG, roguelike, at least those are the tags. RPG, roguelike, strategy, survival. 1749. I do kinda wanna get it. You can get the bundle. What is this? Quasimorph. This is a whole different game. But it also looks a little interesting. It's another RPG type of game. Turn-based extraction RPG. PMC fighter. So you're like in a ship. I don't know if it's made by the same people. I think it might be. Yeah, it certainly looks like it. And let's see, publishers Hypertrain. Yeah, Hypertrain is the publisher. I mean, the developers are different people, but they seem to have like a similar vibe from games that are from this developer, Hypertrain. Hypertrain Digital. Hmm. Hmm. I do think it is a single player game though, right? Because that's the only thing that makes sense. Let me see the. It made it a lot to run it, like nothing basically, which I like. I like my games when it takes nothing to run them, and they're still good. We need more games like that. Like I've always said that, not on stream, but just like in conversation, where more games need to exist that are made in modern times, but take nothing to run. Just use you could in theory play them on your laptop type of game. Fucking love them. Games don't need to be so graphically intense, you know? Some games are like that for reasons, right? For like genuinely technological reasons, but I feel like a lot of games just need to focus on their art style and their story and their set. Although I suppose for some games that their boon really comes from how pretty the stuff in their game is and how fun it is to play the game. Like, Marvel Rivals, I guess, is that example of like a fun game that people all over the place play, and it's a pretty good looking game as well. I mean, it has that art style that I kind of call plasticky, quote unquote, because to my eyes, it's just what it looks like. A lot of games have that style. It's like Overwatch, obviously Marvel Rivals. I would say Valorant also has that. Maybe it's the color palette. I think that's what I'm trying to like mention. It's the color palette that like is of a similar. I don't know how to say, a similar family. Let's just put it that way. And it's not my thing. It's not really my thing. But other than that, they still managed to pull it off and make it look kind of good in Marvels though. Somebody did recommend that I play that game. I think it was. Damn, I don't remember. Somebody did. I remember somebody did on stream one time. They were just like, "Hey, you should play this." That's my recommend. So they recommended Half-Life and Marvel Rivals. I think it was. Hold on, it's like in the top of. It's like right there, right there. Maybe it was Reflux. I think it may have been Reflux. Yeah, I think it was Reflux. Like I said, I cannot necessarily remember too well. I tried to doodle something last week. I tried to make a little drawing because I wanted to try my hand at attempting to make a drawing of a lamp up. It didn't work out. It sadly did not work out. I couldn't pull it off. Like every time I tried, I just kept screwing up and I got frustrated and so I stopped. I'll figure it out someday. I'll figure it out. I'll just have to get good at doodling with a mouse. Just fight my will to not do that. And my impatience as well. My patience runs very thin when I'm trying to do something I really want to do and I keep not doing a thing correctly. Okay, let me stop playing that thing in the background. No need to have that there. What else did I? Oh, sorry. Oh, that was a long one. Long yawn. Not Long John. Long yawn. Although I feel that my accent makes it sound like I'm saying the same thing. I'm gonna get more tea later on. I think. Well, I don't have any other tea other than my I ran out of green and ginger. There's still lemon and ginger in the cupboard boards. There's obviously more black tea, but I don't want to overdo it on the caffeine. I might just get myself a warm cup of water. Maybe there's still leftover ginger I can cut up and put in the water so that I can make myself some ginger tea. I guess the old-fashioned way by boiling ginger. You gotta dice it up first though, so that you can get, obviously what's inside and not just the outside. More flavor comes out. They also do have cinnamon and some cloves, so I might add those in there as well. Although that does technically mean I have to leave it to boil for a little longer than I usually do. Give me 1 second. Oh, I saw a goose. Scared me. I gotta do the Houdini act a couple of times. Because I heard my PC whirling. Okay, there we go. Only have to do that once this time around. I forget geese are a thing. Unironically, this isn't a joke. It's like I kind of forgot that they exist. Just one, because I haven't seen one in ages. And the only time I do know of their existence is when they start squawking upon their return. There is a place where there's a big lake I could go to. And maybe I would be more used to seeing geese around if I went to that damn lake. But I don't wanna. The long and short of it, I don't wanna. Where the hell do geese even go? I know birds in general migrate south. But where do the geese go specifically? What is their preference for their vacation home away from home? Maybe those are Canadian goose. I don't know. If they're continuing north. Which way is... I have no idea which way is north from where I am right now. Which direction? Which way does the sun go up? Is it like what? No. I can't remember if it's east to west or west to east. Fuck. The cardinal directions have been lost to my mind, and therefore lost to time. Let me look that up. Which way does the sun go up? Why is there a C in the beginning of which? That's not how you spell that. Which way does the sun rise? There we go. Typing with one hand is slow. The sun rises on the east, but it only rises in the east on 2 days of the... What? Okay. So eastward, right? East to west. So that would mean that north is... Well, you can't see where I'm looking, but I think I figured that out. I figured out north. Glory be to me. Dude, I got nothing. I got nothing. I gotta speak more with my chest. I don't know how to do that. I don't understand it my whole life. I've been rather soft-spoken, and I don't know how to speak with my chest. If I could figure that out, maybe I could actually lean back on my chair and speak far away. But right now, I'm like a couple of inches. I'm like not even 2 inches away from the mic. How far do people usually keep themselves from their mic? That's a question I have. Because I can turn up my microphone a lot more, but I don't want to risk having random sounds be heard through it, which is why I only keep it a little bit above halfway. And I don't tend to be that far from the mic. I kind of lean down to talk to it. It's probably not the best thing to do, but, you know, due to the way my my mic stand works. If I try to raise the microphone, one, it's gonna kind of slump over anyways. Not because the mic stand itself is the mic arm itself is weak, but because my table, quote unquote, is two plastic boxes. So, something metal dangling another metal thing, or at least, well, it's like plastic, sort of plastic and metal. You know what I mean? A metal arm holding up a somewhat weighty microphone. It's gonna like fuck up the side of the like it already is fucking up the side of my of my plastic box. It's just kind of holding on. It's a surprise that thing has not just completely broken. If it does, I'm gonna have to figure out where else to place it on this box. But I can't raise the arm because of the fact that the weight of the microphone itself is gonna bring it back down anyways, and then therefore bend the plastic even more. Let me actually, that's something I forgot to do was bring back the volume for the desktop. Even though obviously nothing is playing right now, I should place that back to where it is, because every time I play That's Gambit, I have to raise that thing, or I guess technically lower it a lot, so that people can actually hear the game. Or raise the volume, I guess technically. The volume isn't being raised or lowered. On the OBS it is what I mean. I have to lower the decibels back to like 6 point something, and then usually I have it on 18.2. Sorry, I'm stretching a little bit right now. Sorry, I'm just like I'm kind of like going a little brain a little brain dead right now. Just a teeny tiny bit of brain lacking. I don't know, out of all the people who I watched here on Twitch who is streaming, Koro is still streaming, but he usually ends streams early, well, before I finish stream, so I don't think he's gonna be around by the time I end stream, because he lives in Germany. I just remembered I have my second channel that I never use. Gods be damned. I don't know what to do with that thing. I'll figure it out, probably, in 3 months' time. And how many followers are we at? We're at 38. That's pretty good. I'd say. Maybe it's not good in comparison to some others who I try to not to think about because their content is a lot better than mine, and I don't do much except stream. So I try not to be jealous, but I am certainly jealous. I need to think. I need to work outside of the box, so to speak. Think outside of the box is the term, but I decided to fuck it up. I still remember that chick that managed to get partner in like a month or two. Her video. She's like an ASMR, so it makes sense that an ASMR person grew a lot quickly. Still irks me in that way, Still irks me. That's alright. It is what it is. The people that work hard deserve their rewards. Hmm. Was there anything else I planned to do a long while ago that I've not technically done at any point? Sorry again. I did just drink black tea, so I don't know why I'm yawning. I mention it every now and again, but this is just usually the time I yawn in this time frame. These 3 hours is just my yawning time. It barely happens at night. It barely happens in the morning at all, but always in in this time period. What's causing me to move? That's not what I meant to say. That makes no sense. Nothing's causing me to move. What I meant to say is like I'm looking at OBS and there's like a shake in my in the like the microphone's picking up something and I'm just looking around like what the hell is that sound that it's picking up, and I think it's just because of my foot kind of like interacting with the boxes. It's kind of shaking it ever so slightly. I need a conversation piece or two. Yes, one or two conversation pieces, and I have none. I did stroll around Twitter today. For a while, I don't know. I usually look at art on Twitter. I'm gonna be honest. Safe and not safe. Like that's just what I do whenever I go to Twitter. Usually, that's also what I used to do when I had Instagram a long while ago, and I had something else. I think I had a Tumblr at some point just to look at art as well. 'Cause that's what I enjoy doing. I enjoy just perusing the internet, looking at what people make. It's like awesome. It's cool. I wish I could somehow make my like. I think that was one of the first ideas I thought about when it came to making videos or potentially making videos, was like videos on random internet artists or something. But I kind of don't know if that would even be a thing really that people are interested in, or how much work that would take, how much time, whether people would like, I don't know if also people would want to be mentioned at random, just be known or pop off, like, because if a video in theory pops off, even though if a little bit, that means that person gets traffic of new people, and I don't know if that's welcomed or not. It's a whole consideration. It's a whole list of considerations, really. I should still give it a shot, though, I think. Why not, right? As the saying goes, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'll have to think on that. I'll have to seriously think on that. Because the thing is, too, that it's one of those things that I just kind of like doing as not inherently a hobby. It's just my version of doom scrolling. That's really it. It's just my version of doom scrolling. And like I said, I would not even know how to format such videos if I ever even got around to making that sort of video. Because it's not like a topic, right? Like talking about an artist, I suppose technically the artist themselves would be the topic. But, like, how would you format that? Hey, look at these pictures. Here's the artist's name. Here's how long they've been posting stuff. Here's some of the stuff they've posted. And go check them out. Is that how it would be? That would be a very short thing. Very short video. Like I said, and I probably have to ask permissions and whatnot. And be like, hey, you mind if I make a video and show some of your art or whatever? and I'm inherently just very, very, very not an interaction person. I get very spooked by reaching out to people. Usually people have reached out to me first. I mean, that's how I met Scratch, right? How I met Scratch, Marseille, Flop to this some extent. I haven't really, like talked to him or whatever, but Flop rated me. I raid Flop, and I watched some of Flop's, streams. But usually it's interact with me and I'll reciprocate kind of guy. Maybe I gotta stop being such a scaredy cat. You know, I'm a god. I'm a god. I should be strong, brave, a brave boy. But I'm not brave. All right, I'm just not. It's sad. It's tragic. I know. But I am very anxious about that kind of thing. It's just I don't want to come off as like bothersome. And maybe it wouldn't be bothering to kind of pop into somebody's, like messages and just be like, hey, I want to make a video kind of talking about you and your art and whatever, how long you've been doing this, what socials you have, a little bit of background maybe. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's how you do it. I think I just figured that out, right? Like I said, the videos I don't think would be too long, even if I did do them. 5 minutes max, maybe. Depends on how scripts work, I don't know how script writing works. I know I said I wrote one kind of script thing. It was mostly just me writing down an argument in my head down on paper, quote unquote. It was really the notebook thing on the computer. I have a little digital notebook type of thing. But even that isn't inherently long. And usually YouTube likes, 10-minute videos rather than 5. That's the sweet spot, 10 minutes. So I don't know how I'd make a 10-minute video unless maybe I talked about multiple artists. If I were to do that kind of thing. It could spread it to not just because it depends on the artist too, right? Some artists also do little animations and whatnot. Some might be, maybe I could also expand it to not just visual artists, but musical artists that are smaller in size, maybe. I don't know. I don't really peruse I don't really peruse music enough to know where to find small music artists. I mean, maybe that can be an extra little thing I do every now and again if I do find somebody that's that is not well known, mainstream or whatever, for easy wish to use. And just toss that in there in one random video, just be like, oh, also check out this person who has made things like this, and then just show a clip or a sound bite of whatever. That could work. I'm gonna go make myself some more tea now. I will be back in some time. Hopefully not too long, as I've said, but it'll take me a while. Hello, I've returned. And hey there, Ivan. How are you doing, Ivan? I see you've popped in for a quick spell, so to speak. And you are indeed a pro. Just gonna wait for the water to boil, so I'll bounce back out in a few minutes just to check on whether the water is boiled or not. Should be pretty quick. 5 to 7 minutes, really. Actually, no, because it's gotta wait. I might wait the whole 10 minutes, actually. Might wait the whole 10 minutes. I decided to come back, because I don't think staying away from the mic, so to speak, is a good idea. I don't know. I mean, it's not. It doesn't bother if I'm just gone for 10 minutes. But, words. Words are good. What was I thinking? I was thinking something semi-important. Not really, I'm just trying to scrounge in my mind for any more words of wisdom. I did this stupid thing where I grabbed a tea of black tea and put it in my mug, despite also going for the cinnamon and the cloves. There was not ginger. There wasn't any ginger, so I don't know. I guess I'll just have a cinnamon and and cloves freaking black tea, I guess, is what I'm planning to do. That's a bot right there. Look at that thing. You see that thing? Thing's gonna get annihilated. There we go. I should get Seri bot or something. I should get the same bot that Flop has. It would be very good to have that. Wonder if Twitch is forever gonna have bot problems. The answer is yes. It always will. I wouldn't. Okay, I'm not gonna say always has, but definitely always will. That's for certain. We're getting Red Autumn Owl is on. Didn't watch yesterday. Who was it that I wanted to watch that I didn't watch because I started stream early? Adder. That's right. I didn't watch Adder either because I started stream early in order to get my German in. Apparently, she was playing with a Red Autumn Owl. She was playing, I think, Pokemon, something like that. They're doing like a little challenge, a Nuzlocke, right? That's what they call it. So I could watch the VOD later. I'm definitely gonna watch the VOD. See how far they've gotten. Pokemon isn't really my thing anyways, but I still like to check it out. Mostly because it's, people I like watching playing it rather than the game itself. If that makes sense. I feel like that's why I watch most streamers nowadays. It's me watching people that I like to watch play whatever they want to play rather than watching them because I like the game they play. I mean, if they play a game I like, that's just a plus, that's a bonus, but you know. What is this little piece of art? Shenpai making some art like they always do. Sorry, just looking at some art from some people I watched. I posted on the YouTube side. You know how you can now, like, well, you've been able to for a while do like what they call YouTube posts. Some people like to post like fan art or art they made or got commissioned. It's cool. That it's a cool feature, I think. It's an extra little way to interact with the YouTube audience. I think I posted one thing on my YouTube posts for my VODs channel, and that's it. It would probably help to do that more consistently, maybe. I mean, it could help me. I don't know if it would really help me at all, if I'm being completely honest. I've got no clue. Because on one hand, I feel like that's more for your already, like, if your audience, if you have been watched by somebody, then they have a chance of that popping up on their I guess, recommended list. But if you don't get watched, then yeah, it's not like YouTube post is gonna help you, as far as I know. Which is not a lot, to be fair. Not a lot. But I know a little. I know enough. Hmm. My back is like this. I'm getting the same issue I was getting. Now it's becoming sort of like it's my old man pain now, of my left my right back, like, shoulder plate. Underneath it, there's like a pain that kind of comes and goes, and I don't know what to do about it. Because I've tried stretching it out. I've tried kind of massaging it myself. That hasn't worked either. It goes away eventually. It's not like a huge deal, but sometimes when I'm like stretching, it kind of is noticeable. Or when I'm doing something, if I'm leaning too much on my right elbow, it kind of makes itself known as well. It's not a pleasant like, it's barely there, but it's noticeable. I don't like that. And I don't know what to do about it. Hurts a little bit when I breathe as well, but like, that's different. I think that's just because expansion of my chest and whatnot. Or I guess you're technically expanding your entire torso when you're breathing, and your back is part of your torso, kind of, sort of. I kind of want to snap my, like, not snap my neck, but I'm trying to very hard to tilt my neck to have that little pop that I like happen again, and I'm not succeeding so far. Oh, I got a extra unfortunate pimple somewhere. Let me see if I can make this happen. Not like that, I can. Maybe I should get like an actual massage or something. What is going on outside? I think somebody's using a blower. I don't know what they call them things. I just know them as a blower. An air blower. This freaked me out for a second there. I don't know why I'm wondering what's in those right now. Why has an air blower caught my interest, mechanically speaking? I don't know. Bow, 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 bow. What is this? Limbus Company video? Okay, Ben Hakuma. I don't know who this is. I guess they make games on, okay, Star Rail. Okay, yeah, this is like a gacha game fellow. Mainly Star Rail, it seems. And then this one recent, well, the Limbus Company game is the most recent one they've made a video on, and it's doing quite well for him. He usually gets less than 100, but sometimes a couple hundred. And then his better off videos are around a little over 1,000, so like 1,500. Well, that one's technically 1,600. This one's 1,200. The Limbus Company one is 2.3k. Gonna check on that water. I'll be right back. Hello, I returned. Oh, I'm not on the screen. Right, I had to make myself disappear again. Just cause prior to me leaving, I think it's gonna be something I have to keep doing for the rest of the stream. Just go back and forth and reappear, disappear. Just so that my PC doesn't cook. Sorry about that. I'm getting apparently some air out from my what do you call it? Stomach. Oh, that's a hiccup. Oh, that one was a case of air almost going down at the same time that air was trying to go up. You ever had done that? I've done that to the point where like I choke and almost am in great pain. It is not a pleasant venture, I will tell you that much. I'm tired. I did take a nap because although I did sleep, my sleep in the morning is not the best. It is very much a like wake up 3 times type of thing. Wake up 3 times in a 4 hour period. And then I took a nap that should have in theory have been at most an hour 30 because I went to sleep a little bit before I think I had like I set my alarm clock to wake me up about like an hour before stream, right? And I had 2 hours and something minutes, and I think I fell asleep only around the 1 hour 30 minutes prior to the alarm clock I'd set up. So, I genuinely do not understand my tiredness. You know who hasn't been sleeping apparently? Yuki. I have to check on Yuki. I have to make sure Yuki's actually resting. I don't know. Yuki's been having a rough time apparently sleeping. I hope he's alright. Bam, 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 bam. Sam Hilta thee. How are you, Sammy? Sammy, I don't know why I said Sammy. It's just like my brain thinks Sammy, Sammy. There's an air blower in the background, so if you hear that, I apologize. I don't think you can hear it. I can though, so I'm like just mentioning it. Today's stream is just a just chatting stream. I've been yapping here, mostly to myself, almost exclusively to myself. How's your day been so far, Sam? You fucking around with Legos? Because I got a new batch of tea now. Not bags or anything, like I said, a new mug. Another mug. That's what I meant to say. Another mug of tea that I sort of messed up because I forgot that I had already put a tea bag in my like mug, and then when I was boiling the water, I put stuff in the water to make tea that way, and then I remembered it, and I was like, damn, well my tea bag's already wet, so I guess I'm just like gonna mix these two things up. Shouldn't be too bad though. It should just smell a lot like cinnamon and then taste a lot like black tea. I hope it's fine. I'll be fine. I'll live, even if it doesn't taste good. I will drink it anyways. I will force myself to digest it. Oh yeah, that's definitely hearable. Never mind. I just saw the OBS thing go up. They're really going at it with that air blower. I saw a rabbit earlier today in the morning. It's a cute little guy. He wasn't really little, but because sometimes you do see the baby ones running around. You got loom bands, so you're organizing them by color. Loom bands. I feel as though I've heard those before. Let me look that up. Loom bands. Loom bands. Copy. Paste it. I swear I've heard of those before. Oh, yeah, those. Okay, well, I think this is technically a brand, but like Rainbow Loom. Those I remember. I remember those from. Those were around a long time ago. Organizing them by color is gonna take you a while, depending on how many you have. An exhausting task, but definitely a satisfying one to some extent. I do not blame you for partaking in it. You like organizing things, I've noticed. First it was your Legos, now it's the loom bands. You're an organizer. You like putting things where they go together. Can't blame you though. I should do that, but with the things in my room. I still have several boxes that I don't need just there in the corner of my room. You only have 10,000, so they're just needing strung together. Just 10,000 is not a little thing. Still haven't finished the Lego? You got time. You got time. you got a lot of time on your hands. Some would say decades, half a century, perhaps. Which I think is a long enough time. What was I saying? I saw a little rabbit. Sometimes you see the baby rabbits around here where I am, but like this one was a shonker. This one was big. I think it was mostly just fur, but it was a big guy, big rabbit or hare. I don't know if I am supposed to refer to it as a hare or a rabbit because it's like wild, but yeah. And I didn't notice it until I was like 5 feet away, and then I got pretty close. I got like 3 feet away, which is like, let's just say like a meter and a half or a meter. And the guy didn't notice me until like I was that close. And he just he turned to me, looked at me for like a second, and then just went away. Maybe 3 more decades or 4. Maybe. Bunnies, yeah, I love bunnies. Bunnies are so cute. They're so cute. Wow, the little guy. I don't know if the babies come around in the fall, like, you know, because it's spring now. And I don't know how the cycle for rabbits. I talked about this earlier in the stream. I do not know the cycle of rabbits. So I don't know if they make babies, like if they're in the process of making babies and then they pop them out in the fall, or if they try to make them in the fall and then they pop out in the spring. Because sometimes I see little guys in the fall. So I don't know what the hell these rabbits are on. Or maybe rabbits are just like humans. They just have babies all the time. Spring? I see. Maybe I'll see some in the next couple of morning duties I perform. Who knows? I hope so. I like looking at them. I do get worried though because the place I live in is like, you know, relatively, you know, like urban. So, you know, I get worried about them. There's some greenery, but not a lot, and they're often. I have not seen one go into the streets. So to be fair, they might know where not to go near the streets. Are they popping out babies now? Well, we'll see them. In a couple of weeks, probably. The little ones. Just hopping around. The sad part is that I also know there's a certain hawk that comes around every spring. So there's that as well. I know the exact tree too, because it's a tall tree. That fucker's gonna come back and it's gonna it's gonna just be where it always is. You've seen some already? Which ones, of the rabbits or the hawks? Birds or bunny? You know what happened earlier in the stream? The bunny? Yeah, protect the bunnies. I wish I could. The bunnies? Ah, I hear ya. I heard some geese earlier, just flying by, which reminded me that geese exist. It was like 40 minutes ago. I got like jump scared by like a goose sound. And I'm guessing they're like maybe they're like I don't know how often. There is like a pond nearby. I say nearby, it's more like 40. No, it's not even. Maybe walking it's 40 minutes away. It's like a 10-minute, 20-minute ride in a car. But there's a nearby pond, so my guess was either it's a Canadian goose that's just flying by to go to Canada, or it's like some other goose that's just coming around here. I don't know what kind of geese come around where I live, so that's my mystery. Honk, yeah. It was literally like out of nowhere. It scared me. Just forget that certain birds exist sometimes. You know, you don't see them for a long time and you just kind of forget. And there are some birds that surprisingly kind of stick around for some god-awful reason. I think most of those birds probably die off or just get lost when they're migrating. And then I just see them in like the end of winter, just still around. And I'm like, damn, what are you guys doing here? You guys aren't even supposed to be here yet. There's some blue jays that do appear sometimes as well. Geese are everywhere here. I can only imagine. That reminds me, I had a family member that used to keep a goose as like a chicken, basically. They just kept the goose. One, not even like a bunch, just one. And it's like nesting place would be under the house. It would just like go under the house, and that would be like its pen. And I don't know why I find that so funny. It's like a random memory I just had. Nice sort of noise. I don't know if somebody knocked on my door. I don't think so. Yeah. I don't remember how it didn't live. Well, it probably lived its lifespan, but by the time I knew it existed, I think it was like a couple of years before it just died. I don't even know how or why they had a goose. They just did. I don't know. It's just weird. This is one of the weird things that is a thing that happened. Sorry, I still can't get the idea out of my head. There's just a goose that lives under your house. You would adopt a goose? Are you sure? Because they're loud. They're plenty loud, and sometimes very... I don't know if I'm confusing geese with another kind of bird. Swans, I think, is the ones I'm confusing them with. You're louder? You know what? Fair enough, fair enough. Just fucking scream. Show dominance. Assert dominance upon the goose. I don't know. I'd like to pet a goose. I don't know why. I kind of want to, like, place one hand under their beak and then use the other one to, like, pet them. You know, just to keep their head stable, because their heads are, like, very... not flimsy. Their necks are flimsy, but not their head. You know what I mean? Like, try to keep it still is what I mean. Give it a place to, like, rest its head so that it doesn't move its head around. It reminds me of birds in general, that they have their, like, weird thing where their head stays still, but you can move their body around. They yell at you, you yell back. I forget how many, like, that's a bird thing in general. Sometimes I see videos of, like, a pigeon getting, like, kind of, like, gyrated around, and they make sure that, like, the head stays in, like, one place, because that's just how bird heads work. And so they just kind of, like, move in, like, a little circle. Like, they, like, hold them, right? And they just move the bird body in, like, a circle, but the head stays in the same place, because that's just birds. Chickens do it too. It's a little harder to see it on a chicken, but you can definitely do it with a chicken too. Just kind of, like, move them up and down, and you can see how their head just stays in the same place. I like chickens. I want chicken friends someday. Someday, if I ever own property, I will have all the chickens. I was looking at something earlier. I forgot what it was. The thing is gone from my memory. Ah, well. I gotta go to the bank. I gotta, like, get some cash. That's something I forgot to do. You've only had budgies and a duck. Budgies. I don't know what budgies are, but they sound cute. And a duck. A singular duck. One. Oh, those guys. The little fellas. Little colorful little palm-fitting fellows. I like those. I like those guys. Those guys look very pleasant to have in your palm. Just hold them. I always... This is gonna sound weird, but every time I have those small birds just walking on me or, like, walking on my hand, their feet just feel so ticklish. I think it's because of their nails. It always tickles me, whether it's like a baby chicken or like a budgie type of bird. Always tickles my hand. You learned how to bird whistle because of your two. It is cute. They're so cute. They're so cute. So tiny. So precious. I know you gotta take good care of them though. Cause I know there's too many people that buy them and then they don't take good care of them. And that makes me sad. You gotta give them a lot of attention. They're very social. Very social. Those types of birds, the ones that look like that, their like whole family is very social. And people just don't interact with them enough. They don't give them what they need. It makes me want to punch people. It makes me want to commit violence. That's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. I gotta cut my nails eventually. They've only started to grow at a noticeable point, but I'll probably do that in the morning. I'm the type of person that if I don't get things done in the morning, they're not getting done until the next day. That's when I like to do like all my things. It's either do them all in the morning and leave the rest of the day to be fine and free, or get them done tomorrow morning. They're kind of tricky to look after, but they aren't too bad. Huh? I see. I know you gotta be a little careful with their diets. Birds in general, I guess, are like that. From what I've heard, you gotta be careful with birds and their diets. Because sometimes they get certain issues when they try to eat certain things. Or you try to give them more fibrous meals and they just end up kind of choking themselves or something. You're the opposite, all done after dinner or it doesn't get done. So you like to get your stuff done at the end of the day. I see. That's not bad either. I am like that with cooking though. Which is part of why I hate cooking. I'm not somebody that likes to cook. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I'm a cooking hater. Like I will if I have to, but I don't like doing it because of it. One, I'm very clumsy when it comes to the kitchen. Two, I never eat until everything is like washed and done away with. And then I feel like not like I don't know, there's like this weird anxiousness that if I don't clean the pots and the spoons or whatever the hell I used to cook, whatever the hell I'm doing, then I can't eat. So I just have to. So it's like, I don't know, it's just weird. But I'm like that when it comes to the kitchen. Just all the kitchen things have to get put away before I'm allowing myself to consume food. Unless obviously it's like a whole pot of whatever, like rice or something. Obviously you can't wash the pot when it's still filled with rice. But if it's like smaller stuff, knives, cutting tables or boards, whatever they call them, that kind of stuff, it's like, yeah, I'm washing that before I even lay a hand on the plate. I gotta file my nails. That's something I should learn how to do properly. I never do. I just like cut my nails roughly correctly enough, and that's good enough for me. Should probably do something about some of my hands are kind of fucked up, like around the nail part. Like I don't know what you call that back part of the nail, but like some of my fingers have that fucked up for some reason. I don't even remember what I did. Probably something as a kid. Probably just scratched away at that. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Is my tea cooled down enough? Kinda. Summer just came into the living room to you on the floor surrounded by rubber bands. I'm certain she's quite surprised. The big cat's probably looking at you. No, Sweet Cat. That's the name, right? Sweet Cat. Probably looking at you like, what are you doing, bro? Why is there rubber bands all over the place? I'd be like that too. I'd at least raise an eyebrow. At least a little bit. I'd be like, what the heck? Now after a year she stopped being phased. Ah, I see. Your daily routine. Sweet Cat, hell yeah. I got it correct. Gonna take a sip of my tea, and if I burn myself, well, gods be damned. Okay, it's not that hot for me to be burnt, but it still kind of hurt. I'm gonna give it like 10 more minutes. And it doesn't taste too bad, actually. You've been gifted ice cream. Yeah! We love it when we get ice cream. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Sam. What kind of ice cream is it, though? What kind? What kind? I gotta know. I gotta know. You gotta tell me. Dude, now I want an ice cream cake now that you mentioned ice cream. What the fuck? An ice cream cake would be so expensive, though. It'd be so expensive, but I want one. Or a key lime pie. Or a pecan pie. Honestly, now I'm just wanting pastries. I gotta get one of those, like, Halo ice creams. Ben and Jerry's chocolate fudge brownie. Holy shit. Those are good. Glorious ice cream. I know there's those Halo ones. I've never had a taste of the Halo ice creams. Those are advertised to be, like, very low on calories in comparison to standard ice cream. That's the good shit. It is. It is indeed. I've rarely had Ben and Jerry's, but when I do, it's like, oh yeah, this shit's worth it. This shit's worth it. I don't know if I'm going to no, I don't think I'm going grocery shopping this weekend. I could probably go on a walk, though. I got a couple of stores nearby I could just go to. A convenience store or two, or three, actually. Three that I know of, but they're not, like, two of them are in the same direction. One of them is, like, in a completely different direction that I've never gone to, despite being here for years. Should probably check that out. I feel like they probably sell stuff at a relatively cheap price. Should probably go there with cash, though. Just in case. I wouldn't be surprised if that one convenience store I'm thinking about has those ice cream cups with, like, that you eat that come with the wooden spoons. It's almost £5 over here for a tub, so it's a treat. Ah, I see. I know there's I know some stores have, like, a store brand. One grocery store near me has, like, a big tub that is, like, cheap, but it's like a store brand. So it's like, the vanilla is very, very bland, but the chocolate and the strawberry of it, pretty good. It's just the vanilla part that's not good. I think it used to be $3 something, which is pretty damn cheap for, like, and I'm talking like a tub, like a proper like imagine you're holding something slightly larger than a basketball type of size tub, like in terms of width. None of the off-brand stuff is okay here. Is that so? Is that so? Well, that's unfortunate. Some of the off-brand stuff here is good, at least when it comes to quantity, that, like the one I just mentioned. Other stuff, I don't think the store I really go to has anything other than the store brand for off-brand stuff. Because all the other stuff I'm pretty sure is on brand. Ow. I know they have key lime pie too. Somehow I've not bought the key lime pie they have at that store, because that store, the grocery store I go to sometimes also, or at least it's closed. I don't go to it because it's expensive to buy stuff there. I go to, like, another one that's, like, way down in another part of town that's almost not even a part of the town I live in. But they got a bakery in the one that's nearby, so they, like, make stuff, right? Or at least they have, like, one part's a bakery, so they have, like, cakes and whatnot, but they also have like, fridge ready stuff like key lime or ice cream cake or stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, I kinda should probably buy one of those, even if it costs like $20 to buy one pie. One key lime pie. I am hungry for it. Salutations, noob nerd. Hail to thee. You're being told off for being on the floor when your legs are bad. Well, I mean, if it harms you, you should probably be careful. At least a little. You know, sit with a pillow under your bum. That's the way I think you would do it. You never had Ben and Jerry's, noob? Come on, noob. You're better than that. Or at least that flavor. I assume you've never had that flavor. You know you're disappointing to the founding fathers right now. This isn't America anyway. Oh hush. Being on the floor isn't too bad for you? Okay. Okay. Yes, Summer, watching out for you. Noob says you've had a Ben and Jerry's, not that flavor. I getcha. What's the other one? Is it like Robin's or something? I know there's like an ice cream store that I used to go to called like Robin's or something. I can't remember if that's the right. Yeah, Red Robin or something like that, right? Or am I tripping? I don't remember. Something Robin. It's either Baskin Robbins or Red Robin or something. I haven't really eaten much Ben and Jerry's to begin with. Fair enough. I feel like Ben and Jerry's is relatively expensive. At least in comparison to some other brands of ice cream. Yeah, it has to be Baskin Robbins, right? Hold on. Yeah, it's Baskin Robbins. That's the one I'm thinking about. Dude, I used to have their ice cream in it. Their ice cream was so good. I don't even know when was the last time. I think the last time was literally when I left home. Like my original home was like the last time I had Baskin Robbins. Ever since then, I've just not had it. I don't really see a lot of ice cream stores to begin with. Like ice cream specific, like a treat store. I know of one other place, but that's in that downtown, not really downtown, but that, side of town that I said was like far away. That's barely a part of the town that I live in. I guess technically it's a downtown of sorts. I don't really know how to refer to it. Well, there is one ice cream store down there that I've never been to. And so it's also next to a noodle shop and whatnot, which, I find funny. I don't know why. Noodles, or I don't think the noodle shop even sells, like, they don't cook you stuff. It's just, I think they literally just sell you noodles. There's different kinds of noodles. It's like specifically a noodle store. I feel like I should go in there one time, check it out, at least check it out. Although I feel like they give me the weird, like, side eye. Just being like, you're not one of us. What are you doing here? You like noodles, but why? I don't know. Like I said, I feel like they'd just look at me, and they'd be like, you're not one of us. What are you doing in here? Whether that's, usual customer or whatever. Because I feel like that store probably has a set type of customer. Because like I said, I've never been there, and I doubt many other people go there. Some people go there, they must, because it obviously has been running for years. Oh, goodness gracious. Again with the yawning. Sorry about that. I'm gonna pat myself in the chest for no discernible reason, other than I enjoy patting myself in the chest. Like a dog. You ever just pat a dog? Oh no. What am I talking about? I gotta clean up my room. I gotta get rid of these boxes for real. Maybe in this weekend. Go to the bank. Maybe buy something. Definitely should get myself some whiskey. And, I don't know. Depends on whether I'm doing something on the weekend or not. I don't remember if I've got anything to do this weekend. Because if I have to go grocery shopping, that's gonna be... I don't think I do, though, because we still have a bunch of stuff in the fridges and the cabinets. We've barely used any of the beans. We got a ton of beans. We got some canned meats that we just are given. Yeah, beans. You love beans? I love beans too. Chickpeas though? Chickpeas are pretty damn good as well. Beans are good, bro. Red beans are your favorite? Solid. That's a solid bean. Solid bean. Chickpeas are not ass? You're wrong. I'm sorry, but you're wrong. They're like one of the only things you can cook by themselves, and they taste pretty damn good without any seasoning. The other stuff you have to season. Chickpeas, you could just cook them, and they taste pretty damn good. You don't know what a chickpea is? Look it up. I'll look it up for you, actually. Hold on. Let me find a picture of a chickpea. It probably has another name in your lands. And I think I gotta disappear myself again because the PC's heating up. Hummus is good though. I've never had hummus. Never had it. Okay, why is my, internet acting up right now? Here's a bowl of chickpeas. I hope this image is not too grainy. Open the new tab. Let me see how this is way too small. Why can't I find a good picture of a freaking chickpea? You know what? This is good enough. Save image. I'm gonna delete it later anyway, so I'm not gonna give it a name. Only good thing chickpeas offer to this world? Shush you. You don't know what you're talking about, noob. Okay, images. Okay, images. Browse. This right here. This is a chickpea. Or I guess a bunch of them. This is a picture for I'll just let it cover me, I guess. For you, Sam. These are chickpeas. They look like this. They sort of are bland, but I don't know how to describe the taste. I just know I like them a lot. They're like bland in a good way. You never seen them? Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. They're more of a food, I'd say, that's eaten by, at least in this part of the world, by Latin American people. I know Indians eat them too, but just on this part of the world. That's why I said on this part of the world is more of a Latin American thing. What noob said. They do consume thy beans. Beans are good, man. They're solid. When rice and beans and chicken is just is rice and beans every day, bro. Somehow it's hard to get tired of it. What beans are ass? How else do you cook your beans? It's like, what do you mean? Do you not boil your beans? What do you do with your beans, noob? You worded it wrong. I was gonna say, bro, you gotta boil them. With the odd names for beans? Well, it depends which beans you're talking about. I don't think chickpeas count as a bean. I know there's red beans that are called that because they're red in color. There's pink beans. There's black beans. There's kidney beans. You don't like when they're served in the axis. Well, oh, I see. Yeah, I get what you mean. Like the Goya can ones. They are all legumes. Legumes. I don't know why I feel like calling it legumes. Too many beans. They all taste different. And you, trust me, they taste different. You might cook them different. Some are better with the rice, inside of it while you're cooking. Others are better, cooked separate. It all depends. What was I gonna do? Right, I was gonna delete that image that I got. There we go. It's gone now. Black beans probably your least favorite? And that's surprising. I do like black beans with like nachos and stuff. I feel like black beans are alright. Why is it? We can come. Noob and I are just like at the opposite ends of our bean enjoyment. It's like we'll both like beans, but he'll like the stuff or he'll hate the stuff I like. I bet I dislike the stuff he likes. What other kind of beans are there? I know there's like the cream colored beans that have those like red little dots on them or something. Not dots, but I forgot what kind. Those beans I know I know about them because I have like a bag of them in my cupboard drawer, like dried beans. It took a long ass time, dude. Those like dry beans take such a fucking long time to boil. I remember the one time I did that, and it took literally from the morning till the like afternoon for them things to boil and actually cook. No wonder they say soak them up like prior. Soak them up during the night or something like that. Like put them in the water so that they soften. Cause holy shit, that shit took like 11 hours to make. I just remember we have a whole big can of vegetables. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do with that. Because the matriarch does not enjoy vegetables of that variety in the cooking. I might have to do them separate for me and my brethren. Because I like vegetables and he likes vegetables. But the matriarch, no, not those kinds. What type of carrots? Well, they don't come with carrots. I think it's literally, you know how there's those cans where it's like variety vegetables, where it's like green beans, I forgot the other kinds of stuff they got in there. They got like green beans, peas, freaking. Actually, they probably do have carrots now that I think about it. I probably should check the can. Probably should check it. But it's one of those cans. It's just like a big one. Like one that's almost the size of a person's head. Which is gonna be a bit of a struggle to open up, I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna take a bit. I mean, we got a can opener, like an automatic one, but still. It's not something I will very easily crack open. I do like carrots. We don't eat carrots often here. Even though I like them, it's just that like once we get them, it's one of those situations where because you don't use them every day, if you don't use it every day, like the moment you get it, they just like stay in the fridge forever. And then by the time we want to use them, they're already rotten. And that's our main issue with kind of vegetables in general, which is why we get, like, when we do get vegetables, we get the canned ones. Because those, you know, you can just leave them somewhere forever, and then you can take them out. That reminds me, I have this can of something in syrup. I don't remember if it was sweet potato or yams or something in syrup. VeggieTales taught you to lick your vegetables clean. Are you sure that's what VeggieTales taught you? Are you sure? I'm kinda doubting you, noob. I probably shouldn't, but I do doubt you. Just a little. A teeny tiny bit, a minuscule amount. Are you sure that you're not confusing it with cleaning your vegetables instead of licking them clean? You know, cleaning them in water. Like a standard humanoid. It also taught you that you need to fantasize about your vegetables coming to life. And okay, I'm not even gonna finish that sentence. I'm not even gonna finish it. you, you do you, fam. You do you. Hi, Ivan. You've returned. I saw your messages, but you were not here when I have returned. How are you doing? Hail to thee. You apologize in advance. It's already too late. It's not in advance if you apologize afterwards. Sagex, you've said it. Sagex. You're the only one who said it. Why are you saying good boy? Who's that for? Huh? Are you just calling yourself a good boy? Or are you calling me a good boy because you typed Sagex and therefore I repeated what you just typed and said what you told me to say? I'm confused. I've confused myself. But anyways, how are you doing, Ivan? Hope you're doing alright on this fine day. Sam was here a little while ago. You missed Sam. Here's Noob, though. I mean, Sam might still be around. Sam might just be lurking, I don't know. Dude, my shoulder better not be trying to die. I swear. Not my shoulder, my like... I gotta go to the doctors, I think. I gotta get something checked out. And I'm not going to. Because it's like so minuscule in terms of importance, but... Like, it also is just randomly bothering me because it's randomly just appearing and disappearing. It's just like a random pain in like my shoulder plate. Like right below the shoulder plate. Just something in there is in pain. Like slight pain. And then it goes away for like 2 days. And then it comes back for like a little while. And then it goes away. And I have no clue what the hell to do about it. I assume it'll go away in like a couple months. Probably just an injury I got from exercising the way that I typically do. Buffalo, someday. I'll at least look presentable should I ever be in bed with someone. That's what I'm trying to get to. Trying to get to that point. I mean, I'm pretty skinny as is, so I just gotta kind of bulk up. Good luck with that side quest. Thank you. Hopefully I stick to it this time around, because me and exercise have a on and off relationship. Should be pretty easy for me. Should be. I already don't really eat that much sugar. The only sugar I ever try to get in my body is like fruit related, right? Like as a snack or something. I drink hella tea, so that keeps my sugar levels, fucking low, because I'm not drinking sugary stuff. Eating sugary stuff is where the problems lie, which is why I like fruits, but that's still... I can still look pretty decent, even if I eat like a couple fruits here and there. Like I got a pretty good diet, I think. In comparison to the average American, at least. My diet's pretty damn good. I'm pretty damn healthy. It's just the exercising that I despise, which I have an on and off relationship with. Exercising sucks. It just does. People say it feels good. It doesn't. They're liars. At least that's my experience. Shit makes me want to vomit sometimes. That's probably why I dislike it a lot. It's because every time I do it, I'm like about to puke. Which is, why I don't do cardio. If I do cardio, I just die. But I have been using my bag, which I filled up with like a bunch of books and a 10-pound weight in there. Just to like put it on my back, do push-ups with that. Do some squats with that. Repeat. do some other exercises, planks. I try to do crunch ups. I hurt my neck. I'm probably not gonna try and do sit ups again because every time I try to do sit ups, I just hurt my neck. So I gotta figure out something else. I gotta figure out a place to do pull ups. I don't know where. I could try and buy one of those things that you put on your doorway to do pull ups. I don't know if that's a good idea because I've seen one too many videos of people doing pull ups on those and just falling. And I do not wish to just slam dunk my knees against the ground with the force of gravity. That would be quite painful. I guess I could go outside and look for like something and just start doing pull-ups on some object. But I don't want to go outside. I don't like the idea of going outside to exercise. It just seems... It'll probably be good for me, but I just don't want to be looked at. I don't want to be perceived. It's embarrassing enough as it is. That, and I get my exercise in later in the day. Like 4 hours before I go to sleep, really. That's when I usually do my exercise. After dinner. Like an hour after dinner. Oh, goodness gracious. Sorry, I'm just checking something real quick. That's why I'm quiet. Checking on something. Okay, checked on that. Is there anything else I want to kind of scrounge about for? Or talk about, I guess. Let me look through the wretched site known as Twitter. If there's anything that's been posted by a couple of folks I look at. I don't want to see this. Not interested. I'm gonna have to click on not interested on this post for like 5 million posts. I just want to see drawings and the very few specific people that I want to like actively look at their tweets. That's it. I don't want any news. I don't want any like any news basically, whether it's political or drama related or like celebrity related on my goddamn thing. Oh, that one's cute. Hell yeah, bow woman. Bow woman. Am I the only one who thought wearing gloves would have been cool? Like, if you got a very specific set of gloves that you could pull it off. I at one point had that face, and no, I couldn't satisfy that itch in my mind because I never could find the right pair of gloves. Never got to live my dream. That's a cool character sheet. That reminds me, now that I look at this character sheet, I've been rethinking about how I should make myself look in the future. I feel as though there's not enough color or anything enticing to the eye based off of it. And that's like obviously because it's like I just used a free thing, right? But just I feel like I gotta work on. I gotta like redo my what do you call it, mood board for myself. I gotta redo that. I feel like I need more color, more eye catching stuff or something. Cause I sometimes I just look at fellas, characters around that are fellas, and I'm like, what do these characters have? What do the characters have that are dudes that are popular? Like, what did they have? And I just look at them for a long while, and I kind of haven't cracked that code yet. Oh my god, this person drew such a cute thing of a mama duck with a flower on her head being followed by a bunch of baby ducks with flowers on their heads. That's adorable. Cinema roll! Bro, people love that motherfucker. That cinema roll dude from Hello Kitty, I think it is, right? And it's making me want one because it is pretty cute. I want like at least one cinema roll keychain or something someday. Just one. That'll be satisfying to me. I feel like I need like a heated blanket, bro. I need like a heat pad. I don't know. I don't know why. I feel like is there human-sized heat pads so I can just sleep on on top of one, like some kind of damn cat. I just want one. I want one. I know it's like springtime is rolling around, but just having one would be kind of cool. Just pleasant. I don't know. Now the neighbors are getting a little loud. I don't enjoy that. I want to meow, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I really want to. Like, you don't understand how much I'm holding back right now. I'm holding back exponentially so. There is forces beyond nature's comprehension, beyond mankind's very, very capability to understand how much I'm holding back right now. But I might have to bite my tongue. Silence. Sorry. I just kind of like dozed off for a second. Just looked away. I don't know. You ever have that thing where you're like, you literally just randomly just phase away. Your brain just goes away. Vision blurs a little bit. Like you just go out of focus. Mind goes out of focus. Sight goes out of focus. Everything goes out of focus. And then you just come back. That happens a little often. Like at least like 2 times a day. I'll just randomly just fade away real quick. And then just return. Ah, Dios mío. Damn it, I meowed. I fucking knew I was gonna do it. I know it wasn't like a full meow, but it was close enough. And I told myself, don't do it. And I forgot that I told myself not to do it. Hmm. I got nothing. My conversations are gone. My mind is gone. All is over. It's over. It's over. It's not over. It'll be over though. Someday. I don't know what I mean by that. That sounds weirdly ominous. I did not mean for that to sound ominous as fuck. Like it sounds like I'm like saying I'm gonna do something, but I'm not gonna do anything to anyone or myself. I promise. It's like, I didn't mean it to sound like that. Like, why did I sound like that? Maybe I just sounded like that to myself. Maybe if I shouldn't have said anything. Gonna watch this guy's video later though. Kinda burped there, sorry. Just scrolling through YouTube right now. Dima is doing some doodling. Dima's some other VTuber chick who is very good. I like her style for her model and whatnot. She drew herself, I'm pretty sure, because she's an artiste. Don't know if she rigged her own thing, but I've only watched a couple of her streams here and there. I like them. Both. I think she streams both on Twitch and YouTube. I just watch her on YouTube though. It's a lot easier for me because I'm just scrolling around there. I can just doom scroll a lot easier there than I can on Twitch. Yeah, Twitter doesn't have anything interesting from the people I usually go around to look at. Somebody I watch is gonna get a new model that's clown themed. So that's, I guess, kind of fun. I don't know when that comes out, just soon, apparently. What is this Fox News, like, places women refuse to go on a first date? Okay, what the hell is this on about? Cheesecake Factory, cap. Applebee's, okay, understandable. Chili's, cap. Chipotle, cap. Olive Garden, understandable. The movies, your house, any fast foods chain, cap. Buffalo Wings, nah. Wingstop, I don't really go to Wingstop. I've never been to one. Neither have I been to a freaking Buffalo Wings. Red Lobster, cap. A buffet, cap. IHOP, cap. Denny's, cap. The gym, okay. Church, depends. Starbucks, cap. Coffee dates, cap. Ice cream dates, cap. Family functions, movie night, somewhere that requires a long drive, cap. Bowling, understandable. Nightclubs, depends. Hookah bars, yeah, I see that. A bar just for drinks, Waffle House, I don't think anybody denies a Waffle House. Waffle House is sacred. And sports events. Depends. That's a lot of places. lot of places, eh? Hmm. What else is there to do? What else is there to witness? It's gonna go. Dude, I kind of want to spin my share, but I don't have enough space to spin in it. I kind of just want to go crazy on this share. Practically break it, but I only have one of them. And I don't think I can tactically acquire one from another hospital. It's a nice office share. I don't want to ruin this one. I don't want to ruin it. Who's this person? Oh, they're that person. My knee hurts. I've had my leg twisted for the past 20 something minutes and I didn't even notice it. And you know how, if you like twist your leg far enough, your knee's gonna kind of go along with it. And now I just noticed my knee in pain. God's above. How am I gonna survive? How am I gonna survive existing if this is the type of shit I don't have the ability to deal with until I feel it? Preventative care? No. Why is Hatsune Miku a thing that exists? I like it. Just gotta say that. Just gotta appreciate the Miku, you know? Every now and again. She just randomly assails my mind. Ow. What does this person do? I don't know what this person does. Oh, I see. Why am I thinking very dumb things? I'm thinking very, very, very dangerous things right now. Dumb and dangerous. Okay, I heard my computer and I need to stop being so afraid and paranoid of things. I will randomly just start hearing my computer doing normal sounds and because I'm wearing headphones, so many sounds happen around me that some of them are normal sounds and others are I'm gonna see. I just hurt my lungs with that sneeze. What was I saying? uh some of them are normal sounds, others are not normal sounds. And so I get very schizoid when it comes to hearing anything with my headphones on. Hey. I want to punch something. I like I really want to throw hands. Like right now. I'm feeling someone call Battle Beast, bro. Like I need to throw hands. Effective immediately. Anything, anyone. Like I just need something. Something to punch. Sorry, just got like a shiver. Shiver went up me spine, lads. Shiver went up me spine. Dude, is Wizard 101 even still a thing? Are there people that still play Wizard 101? I remember playing that way long ago for like a month. Is it worth it? Should I get it? I don't know. I feel like I'd bring about people that that would just come to watch specifically that. I need to learn. That just reminds me. Not that like whatever the hell I just said was forgotten by me. So this is like a separate thing from what I just said a little while ago. Like when I make a Twitter and by I guess extension a Blue Sky, I suppose. I'm gonna need to figure out how these sites work, like in terms of posting things and reach and whatnot. I know Scratch has one, but I don't think he uses it. And I doubt Marseille has one. Even if he does, I don't think he uses it much either. My goodness. This person's throne is filled with a bunch of things. Maybe I too should fill my throne up and then actually link it in my description. That would be kind of useful. Honestly, stretching for sorry about that. That stretch was a little different. It was a little more it just came out of nowhere. I was not prepared for it. I was gonna say something. It's completely lost now. The Aether has taken it. It's taken me. Along with it, a piece of myself is forever gone. Oh yeah. Have you ever guys like watched compared photos from old like fast food places, like not even that long ago? Compare fast food places how they looked like back in like 2010 versus now. It is so depressing. It is genuinely depressing. Why can't McDonald's be colorful again? Let McDonald's look like a place that kids want to go to. Like I don't know. I'd like for things to look nice and pretty and just fun. But they don't. Now it's just gray. Black and gray and brown. And listen, I'm not saying this is inherently like bad color schemes, you know, like it works, but for a fucking fast food place, bro, like for a McDonald's, come on. I mean, I myself am basically black, gray, and brown. Look at me. Hair's brown, horns are black, sweater's like kind of gray. I'm millennial colors, I think. Maybe that's the problem. I'm too millennial color schemed. That's what I'm calling that color scheme. The millennial color scheme. Oh god, is that the... Oh my god, what the hell is that? God damn. I'm looking at a picture of like the Minecraft movie. First look at the baby zombie in the Minecraft movie. Bro, that shit is horrifying. That shit's horrendous. This person posted, is that what killed Philza? No wonder he's scarred for life. This shit looks terrible. I'm terrified. I don't want to keep looking at this thing. Why did it exist, you know? Oh yeah, and Skype is shutting down. I think I mentioned that yesterday, like in passing. Skype is shutting down. I didn't even know Skype was still around. It's shutting down apparently May 5th. What is this? Okay, they don't show off what they have, but I'm interested, sorta. Oh, it's for cups. It's like, is this stickers for... I'm gonna have to come up for... I don't know what to put as a thumbnail for a just chatting stream. I almost said screen. Just chatting screen. No, I meant the just chatting stream. I don't know what thumbnail I'll make for this. For the YouTube VOD. Probably something dumb. Almost finished with my tea here. Gonna have to figure out what else to eat with the rice, because we only got like one pork chop left in the to use up, and I need to feed myself too, so there's that. I'll probably just make some tuna. Just put some tuna in the bowl. And just fucking, I don't know, mayonnaise. I don't think we have onion. If we do, I'm probably not even gonna cut it up. I do like my tuna with onion, but I also am one lazy bastard, so there is that. Talking about tuna with the fish right there is diabolical. You think so? I mean, listen, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. it's just there. I mean, look at him. He's still spinning at the correct amount of frames per second. So, if he was feeling wrathful, I'm sure he would be spinning differently. That reminds me, I have like this big ass slice of salmon in the freezer. I don't know when I'm gonna get that cooked. Because I'm gonna be honest, I think the Matrix is gonna make me cook it. God, I fucking love salmon though. I love salmon, dude. It's so good. It's so good. Anytime there's like a restaurant we go to and they have like salmon as an option, I'm like 90% on that. Last time I went to Chili's, I almost got salmon and rice again. I went for something different. I went for like steak. Steak at, what was it? Medium, I think. Yeah, I think I had it at a medium. Because I don't think I have it at medium rare. Just medium. I do like that, the steaks they fucking make at Chili's, bro. Chili's is just a place I've been to for a good amount of time. It's just like my go-to if I want to go somewhere. It's like, can we go to Chili's, please? I got good memories. Dude, I want to have like throwing spears. I don't know what the fuck is that, dude. What is that? I just noticed it. What is that? What is that face supposed to mean, buddy? What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh fuck, I forgot to get that one game scratch set to get. What's it called? You don't know, LMAO? Me neither, buddy. I don't know either. What was that game called? Fuck. Not Noob Nerd Simulator. It's the one that costs like $10. I'll probably get it in this weekend. Ay, Dios mío. I'm cracking and popping. Cartwright into pregnant hyenas. That is a sentence. I'm certain of it. That is certainly a sentence of all time. Have the same words ever been said in the same, like, continuation? I don't know. You may have been the first. It was a Roblox. It was a game on Roblox. Oh, I see. I see. The Robloxian people are creative. You're not even joking, I know. Roblox be like that, I suppose. If there's anything Roblox is known for, it's its strange catalog of games. That's what happens when anybody can make a game on your thing. I do know they do have a couple of good games, because every now and again you see just something pop off from in there, surprisingly. Which is weird, because it's Roblox. But then again, you know, I know, weirdly enough, that like scary games are kind of popular on Roblox. Like a lot of the good games apparently on that site. Is it a site? I guess it's a site, right? On that site are like like the ones that are like high quality tend to be the fucking horror ones. And I find that funny. Because it's just like, damn, they're putting a lot of effort into scaring the shit out of kids. Like, I just find that funny. I probably shouldn't find it as funny as I do, but I do. You know what I've not done in a while? Get into you yearn to see an old head play the block game. The reason I don't think I ever will on stream at least. I might do so. Like I've thought about it for like my community, like a community game night type of thing, but I never would on stream because then you just get a bunch of fucking kids. And that's the problem with playing any block game. So you get a bunch of fucking kids just randomly being like, "Oh, they're playing my game," and it's like, I've seen it happen too many times to people. So I'm like never gonna be doing that. Like I've thought about it. Last Halloween, actually, I thought about playing like certain horror games on Roblox, and I was like, you know what? I probably shouldn't. Probably shouldn't. Because then you're just gonna get like 300 kids in there, and they're just gonna be nuisances. And listen, I'm the guy that likes kids. All right, I'm the one that's chill with the children. I'm not, but like they can like I don't want them here, bro. I don't want them on my stream. I don't want to deal with them on stream. Just being like, you know, because they'll be so obvious about it too. They don't even try to hide it, bro. You just get a bunch of brain rot, and it's like, you're 9, aren't you? Time to kick you out of here. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I haven't like had a shit chat like on a Discord call with. I think the last time I was with Scratch, and that was when we both decided to play Risk of Rain. I gotta get on call with Marseille because I remember we were supposed to do that one time on like one weekend, and then I like forgot about it and like fell asleep. Maybe this weekend I can call Marseille up. Just be like, you want a shit chat, you know? Depends, cause Marseille is busy bee. Yeah, little shit chat. Busy bee. Yes, noob. You're parroting my words very well. I appreciate it. You're so original, you know? I know. I bear witness to your originality. Your mind is unlike any other. And one of my hands is once again very cold for some reason. You know what? I think I'll end stream here, to be fair. I kind of want to get a head start on making myself food and whatnot. So, you know what? Thank you all for being here, those that have been here. You gotta eat, go eat. I bid thee farewell. I hope you all have a great rest of your mornings, afternoons, evenings, and nights, wherever and whenever you are. May the gods bless you, and may the stars shine in your honor. I hope to see you all in another time. Goodbye.